just trying to talk about the same subjects which make it more enjoyable in designing, because I was not very comfortable because the screen was blocking my view towards you, but they introduced a stool here so that I could see you. So it is the design that we all put together and we are all assembled in this hall. Especially students out there, it could be of some importance, and it could be of some common connect which gives us the importance of meeting here as well. So the word design can be read even without E and the letter G. That's what I am coming to. D-S-I-G-S-I-N itself is design. Then why we again take E and G in it? So the G I am leaving it because G is gift or given or the God factor in it. So the E factor I am talking about, which is the X factor, which I found out of my 25 years of design experience. I found starting with a career and how to go about and nourish myself into a designer. So that's what I'm coming to. The whole of the point is, how do we appreciate a design? So if we do not appreciate a design, then we cannot criticize a design. So most of our public spaces, most of our designs, public architecture, public designs are not coming into the appreciable levels. Then how do we appreciate? That's a basic problem. So why, when and how we appreciate a design? That's a whole area about the topic of discussion. And let me just get into the 20 E's which I found out. That is, one is the design should have an effort to make it. If there is no effort and value attached to it, there's no point in having a design. That's what the idea is. It should be an efficient design, we all know. Not an efficient design is never counted. It should be economical as well. It can be a Ferrari as well as a Maruti, but both are designs. But why Ferrari is clicking, it's solely based on the design. But it's not economical, but it may not be looking good for someone, so it may be looking for someone. So economical factor is again something that matters to us. It should have an existence. That is, the fourth E is the most important E for me, because there should be a context behind everything. The same architecture or the same space we find it in US and you place it here in a different climate region, the existence or the context really matters. It will perish if there is no existence. It should be eco-sensitive. There's a topic like this in, it's called Pecha Kucha. It's called like a talkathon in Japan, where architect Toyo Ito was talking, human beings should not try to conquer nature. He repeated this slide 4 times. Then only first time we thought, okay, it's just a slide. In every 3 slides, this human beings should not try to conquer nature. So that was his 6 minutes presentation. Empathetic. If there is not empathetic, if the design is not for all, if there is not having a universal language, universal accessibility, then the design is not very empathetic. User first is a motto. It should be emotional, it should carry emotions, it should carry vibes, positive, negative, whatever vibes, and it should carry emotion to the designer as well as the user. And every element, people normally draw their ideas from the nature, because in nature every element is knit together in a very harmonious fashion so that you enjoy it and you appreciate it, like a tree or a fish or anything in the nature. So when we make something man-made, the entire elements have to be harmonious. And it should be an energetic design. If the design is not energetic, then you don't feel it. So maybe you talk about automobile design, you talk about furniture design, and it should be informative, educative. If it doesn't carry any value, value is the most important education that one have to be giving, and it has to be educative for the generations to pass on. And it should be enthusiastic. If there is no innovation in a design, then you cannot sustain yourself as a designer. The innovation part, for example, the revolving chair. was an innovation. Easiness is another factor which you should be able to understand and experience a space or a design with easiness. Just like a DSLR camera and your phone nowadays you carry. And it should enforce a character. Just with a zebra crossing, people use it on the road. If nobody uses a highway to cross the road. So just by few lines, you can enforce a character into it. And it should be always encouraging. And that is what keeps every designer thinking, that he changes every design. Like Sarah has introduced a lot of inventions in the sense like waterless urinals, and they have introduced another design series called Petal series. In the entire wash basins and urinals, closets, everything was looking like different petals. So there is a design factor in it. So it should be encouraging. That makes it design different. And there should be the same dress worn by two people. Every fashion statement is based on elegance factor. So so the same dress worn by different people can carry different elegance. So that's a factor. And it should really elaborate your thought process. So that's the whole idea of having a good design. The good design should really speak out. And all the more, it has to be enjoyable. So this is a 20th E for me. A lot of E's left, but have to be finished in 10 minutes. It should be enjoyable. If what makes it enjoyable is when it is responsible. If it is not responsible, then a design can never be enjoyable. I think, thank you.